Season number 3 saw us finishing third in the league, which means we will get Champions League football in season number 4. We also came to the quarterfinals of Coupe de France, which wasn't ideal, but we reached the final in the Conference League, but unfortunately we lost the Conference League final after we lost to Union SG 3-2. We conceded in the 85th minute, but hopefully we can have a decent season despite us being in the Champions League, but it's time for us to win some trophies. Let's hope we can win Coupe de France this season. And as we remember, we lost a couple of players on our free last season, which means we now have a very little squad. We don't have anyone in the reserve, so we need to sign a few players. We need a backup right back for Yunus Musa. Well, I would also like to sign a new central midfielder that can compete with Lopez. And Kebel has just been fantastic for us, so no need to look for a replacement for him. Our left wing is more than good enough with Simon and also Njantu, but as we can see, we don't have a backup goalkeeper, so we need a goalkeeper that can be a backup goalkeeper in case Encambadio gets injured. So a backup right back, a backup goalkeeper, and potentially a starting midfielder is all on the transfer list that we want to sign this season. And we are just getting started with just signing the players we want, because no need to use more time than we need. The right back I want to sign is Terence Kodu from the Belgian top division. He is an alright right back. He's still got potential, just 23 years old, decent pace, good passing, dribbling, defending and physical, so I think he can do a good job if Musa gets injured, and we can get him for around 7.4 million, so a pretty cheap transfer as well. Now our first of 3 signings ahead of season number 4 is made. It is Koudou, the young French right back. He fits our team perfectly, exactly what we wanted. A player who is a bit similar to Musa in terms of decent pace, good passing and dribbling, while also being a player that accepts the backup role in the team, and we only needed to spend 7.5 million on the French right back. The backup goalkeeper we will sign is an experienced French goalkeeper in Jean Butes, who is now the backup goalkeeper at Como, and his ship will cost just under 2 million euros. Yes, it's all, but it's there just in case Encambadio gets injured. This will be a clear backup. He will probably not even play a single game, but it's just to get experience that can help Encambadio as well. And here is Jean Butes in the building, signed from Como for just 2 million euros, so a perfect backup goalkeeper. And we of course needed a replacement for Lopez in the starting 11, because we don't have too good of depth in the midfield. However, Lopez is still a very good player, but he's getting older. He isn't really growing anymore, but the player that will replace him in the starting 11 is Alex Tooth, and I think he is the perfect long-term replacement for Lopez. He's even higher rated than Lopez. He's just 22 years old, and his stats are absolutely phenomenal. Yes, he will be expensive, but we are now a Champions League club, so we got the money. And our marquee signing of season number 4 is Alex Tooth, signed from Ferencváros, the Hungarian side, and he is also one of the biggest Hungarian talents in world football as well. He costed us 40 million pounds or euros, sorry, but we get ourselves a fantastic midfielder. So we've only signed one player to be like a starting 11 player. That was of course Alex Tooth. We can see that who did we sign? Jean Butes here is in the reserves, because I don't want to waste a substitute place on a goalkeeper, while Kodo is also here as a sub, because Musa is of course not going out of the starting 11. Same for Encambadio. Those are probably 2 of our best players, especially when in the games we have played ourselves. Encambadio has just been outstanding, and same for Yunus Musa. But the team is Encambadio still in goal. Musa, Coco, Otavio and Sangui are the 4 defenders. I think every one of them still got more potential, so our team is far from completed in terms of ratings. Mendy, 81 rated. I hope he can grow despite him being missing a lot of the previous season due to injury. Alex Tooth, 22 years old, 80 rated, and his stats are very good. 74 pace, 80 shooting, 82 passing, 80 dribbling, 73 defending and 72 physical, and he's a perfect replacement for Lopez. He's like a better version of Maxime Lopez. Atta here now, 85 rated. He still looks absolutely immense. Kebal, who was delivering world-class number last year. He got like 35-40 goal contributions, if I remember correctly, so he will still grow despite being 30 years old. And Janto, who we stole from PSG last season. Hopefully he can have a breakout season this time around. And Mathis Tel is still leading in the line, who is now 88 rated, but we need to see a little bit more from him if we want to win any trophies this season. We have not had the ideal start to the season. After 6 games, we are 7th in the league. I feel like almost every time we check the table, we are 7th in the league. But it's still very close, apart from Monaco, who has won 6 out of 6 games. But I don't think we are good enough to win the league title this season. Maybe next year, but this season I just think we are a little bit too weak, especially as it's the first season we have Champions League football, as well as we got a draw in our first game. But we will play this one against Juventus, so a huge game for us, a huge a huge statement win could be made, but a big opponent to take on away from home in the Champions League. It will be fun to see how we do against one of the biggest team in world football. Mastutano looking to create something for Juventus straight from kickoff here. It's Thuram who gets the pass to Douglas Luiz. Douglas Luiz to Locatelli, or Douglas Luiz can't get past our new captain in Saul Coco. Locatelli back to Gomez. Thuram making the run inside the box, he scores, but thankfully he is offside. Mendy finds Atta out to Musa to Atta looking to find Kebal, can he shoot? He does get the shot off and he scores. And Kebal have sent Paris FC in the lead after scoring in his first 2 Champions League games for the club. And Paris FC are leading away to Juventus. Juventus looking to answer back straight away as Thuram, who has been heavily involved so far, goes down the wing. Thuram finds Mastutano, back to Locatelli, back to Thuram, to Mastutano, but that is poor from the Argentinian super talent, as we can maybe create something. No, we cannot. Gomez with the cross to Locatelli, thankfully Mendy wins the duel. And Janto to Tooth, and Janto making the run using his pace. That's a poor tackle from Kalulu, but we just take the advantage, and Janto shoots and he scores, and we've doubled our lead. And despite Juventus being the better team, they can't find the back of the net. However, we can. 2 chances for us, 2 goals, while Juventus have by far been the better team. And this could be the breakout moment for Njanto as he scores a beautiful goal in a difficult Champions League game. And it looks like that second goal have shocked Juventus a little bit, as now we are getting to control the game a little bit here. It's exactly what we wanted. They kept under pressure despite us going 1-0 up, but after our second goal it's been just us controlling the possession. However, we lose the ball in a little bit of a dangerous position right there. Thuram gets tackled, but they just continues. Marco Leonard, he gets the shot off, and Juventus equalized. I shouldn't have said that we were controlling the game, because now Juventus score and they are back in it. Douglas Luiz to Gomez to Marcos Leonard, back to Mastutano, gets the ball, he gets the shot off, but Cambadio saves, and Juventus are showing their class right now. After the goal, they have been the better side again. It was just a couple of minutes where we were allowed to control the tempo, but now Juventus are showing how good they are again. And now Gomez is behind our defense. Musa is trying to use his pace to catch him. He can't, but the shot isn't good enough, and then Cambadio makes the saves on the biggest stage as well. The cross is good. Gatti wins it. Gatti heads it wide. Finds Njantano down the left, back to Tooth. Tooth with a good pass to Mathis Tel, who shoots, but Di Gregorio with a brilliant save. Otavio Njantano, who's already scored 1 goal, he gets past Thuram to Atta. Atta just keeps the ball. Mendy makes the run inside the box. He tries to get a shot off straight into Thuram. Locatelli to Marcos Leonard. Can he get a shot off? Good defending from Coco, but we loses it. Musa gets it away. Cambadio, thankfully, wow, it's getting a little bit too hectic at the back in the last few minutes here. And Juventus are absolutely searching for the late equalizer, Marcos Leonard. Can he do something now? Back to Conceição with the shot, but it's over the bar. And what a game this has been. We have not been the better side, I'll admit that, but we have won the game. We maybe can score 1 more here. Musa. Oh, I thought I tried to hit Tel, but it doesn't matter. Thankfully we won the game. We weren't the best, but We did the most important aspect of football, and that is to score more goals than our opponent. So a huge statement win that shows we can do it on the most difficult stages out in Europe as well. And next up, it is PSG away from home, and we love these kind of derbies where it's Paris versus Paris, and they are leading the league like it feels like they are always doing. However, Monaco have the same amount of points as them, so if we can win, we can maybe see Monaco leading the league, but we are care more about ourselves for now. A win here would see us still stick with the Champions League teams. A loss and we are maybe in the Conference League spot. It's still pretty early in the season, but the most important thing now is to beat PSG because the derby means a lot. But we can see that Otavio is injured. He has PCL knee injury, so he is out for a while. And also Musa is not fit to start the game, as he has had a chest injury, which is interesting. So Kuro, you will get the start against PSG, and Mbao. So 2 of our starting defenders are out injured. That's not ideal. Though early for PSG here to Ousmane Dembele. Thankfully Mbao stops him, and it's good to see that he still got it despite being our backup defender. But look at PSG, they are looking for everything. They are playing fast pace today. Despite being just 7 minutes, I can feel a little bit different approach that they are having compared to earlier season. But we still can create something from the counter-attack here. Kebal with the cross to Tooth. Oh, Chevalier makes a good stop. Though with the cross, Mendy makes a mistake and Ousmane Dembele scores. And that's a horrible mistake to make from Mendy there. You just need to clear it away. And I don't know what this celebration is. As you can just see the half, there are so many weird glitches in the game. But Ousmane Dembele punishes us right there. And Mendy, you just need to clear it. No need to take the ball down there. Just get it away. And an easy chance for Dembele to hit the back of the net. Tooth with a good ball to N'Gentano, who loves to come up against Hakimi, as he is showing again. He shoots and he scores. And N'Gentano shows his brilliance once again. A very similar goal like he scored against Juventus. And N'Gentano with a wonderful goal against his former side. And he decides to celebrate, because why not? He plays for Paris FC now. It's us over them, and beautiful goal. What a hit. Though cutting inside to Dembele to Vitinha. Vitinha finds Joao Neves. Joao Neves to Dembele looking for his brace. And this time Mendy gets to block it, but it just goes to, I think that was Kvaratskhelia who scored, if I'm not mistaken. I'm actually not sure who scored the goal. But, I mean, Mendy, this is not your game. He blocked it. It's not Kvaratskhelia to say so, but Mendy, man, you are not having the game of your life. It's 2 assists he's now had to PSG, which is a shame, as it was Moore actually who scored a goal. PSG looking for a third here, as Joao Neves finds no one at the moment. He looks to find though, but an easy head back to Encambadio from Mbao. Mathys Tel finds Kebal, who's found some space behind Marc Cucurella. Kebal, he scores, and it's 2-2, and it's a wonderful hit by Kebal, who scores goal number 7 so far in the league all season, and we have equalized. Can we get another goal here, as Tooth find N'Gentano, who's already caused problems for this PSG team, to Tooth. Oh, Joao Neves with a crucial stop. Ousmane Dembele with a good ball to Doe, good block by Coco. N'Gentano against Kovtun. Can we get a late potential goal here? We can. What is that attack from us? Atta. Kebal, who's already scored today. Can he score another one? He gets room. He shoots. Chevalier with a wonder save. Kebal with the corner kick. Can we score from a corner? And bow! Marc Cucurella with the cross towards Musiala. Musiala wins the header, but he can't get it on target. Kebal making the run. He gets the ball from Kudu. Kebal against Mancini. He gets past Mancini. He finds Atta, Arthur, Atta. He can't find the back of the net as Chevalier stops us again. One last chance for us here in the Paris derby. It would absolutely be crazy if we can find a winner. Tooth with the cross. Cucurella blocks it. We have one last chance. It's a corner kick. Kebal hits it towards Mbao. Mbao wins the header, but he can't get a good hit on it. Tell with the cross towards... and Chevalier picks it up. They go derby ends 2-2, we will definitely take it as we don't lose away from home. And it's big in the derby. And after 17 league games, we are 5th in the league, having picked up 33 points. And if only we could manage to convert some of these draws into wins, we would not be in the title race, but at least be in the race for 2nd place. But we are at least in the mix again for Champions League, although I don't think it's that important for us to get Champions League, because our aim target is of course to win the league over PSG. But it's nice that we are in the Champions League, of course. I wouldn't complain if we get into top 4, but I'm sure we are good enough to do that towards the end of the season anyway. Our Coupe de France journey will start with a home game against Stade Brestois, and our Champions League season so far is looking very good. After 6 games, we have won 3, got 2 draws and 1 loss. So we are at the moment in time, if things stands like this, we will head straight to the round of 16. And Kebal is continuing his fantastic form for Paris FC. He's got like insane amount of numbers in terms of goals and assists last season, and after just 23 games, he's got 11 goals and 4 assists from the right wing spot. Atta 5 goals, 8 assists, 4 goals from Musa despite being a right back. Tell, however, have only scored 4 goals, so he need to step up. Tooth have 7 goal contributions in 19 games, which is good to see. But Engentau has only scored 2 goals. I think he has suffered from an injury because he's barely played compared to Moses Simon. But Engentau have scored 2 brilliant goals. One was of course against Juventus and the other one being against PSG, but hopefully he can get some good form going now. And as we can see, we beat Stade Brestois 3-2 in the round of 32 of Coupe de France, while we also advance through the round of 16 after a 1-0 win against 2nd league size Boulogne. And we now have Monaco away from home in the quarter-finals, and that is a difficult game. But we want, of course, to win the Coupe de France this time around. We are yet to pick up a trophy in this save. We have reached 2 finals, but we lost, of course, to Monaco in the Coupe de France 2 seasons ago, and last season we lost in the Conference League final. Ligue A, we are now 6th place. We have fallen a little bit behind the others, which isn't ideal, and I didn't really expect it either. PSG are leading the league with 6 points, which is also not ideal. The Champions League, however, we are going to face Fenerbahce in the playoff, and we finished 11th in the league phase. So next up is Monaco in the quarterfinals of Coupe de France, and we have got our first 90 rated player in Mathys Tel, which is good to see. Atta is also 87, so he has grown well, and Cambario 85, Musa 83, Coco 82, so some good growth from the team. And Sangui is also 81, so it's fun to see that it was worth trusting him in season number 1. Otavio is a bit tired, but I'm gonna trust that he is fit enough to play this quarter-final game. Monaco away from home in a huge game for us on the road to the Coupe de France trophy. Musa wins it from Utara, who finds Kebal. Kebal has Mathys Tel with him in the middle. Can we score with the first chance of the game? Tel hits it straight at Meret. Kebal with the corner kick towards Otavio. Tel, this time he hits the post. Piselli to Akliuche. Akliuche loses the ball to Sangui, and now we can use the pace of Engentano. Good ball by Tooth. Tiao against Engentau. Engentau gets past 1. He gets past 2. He shoots, but Meret saves it again. Engentano against O'Brien, trying some skills here. Engentau, he wins the ball back. Can he try his luck this time around? It's over the bar. Golovin with the pass to Otara, who finds Pisilli in the middle. Back to Golovin. Finds Otara once again. Golovin gets it back to Otara. Can they look for the cross here, Monaco? They find Tyler Adams, who goes into the box. Akliuche with the shot. Atta to Mendy. Mendy with a good pass to Tel. Tel finds Kebal. This time around, we find the back of the net. It's our goal-scoring machine from the right wing spot, Kebal, who once again scores, which is fantastic. Left foot, and Tel gets the assist. And we are leading 1-0 away from home against Monaco in the quarterfinals of Coupe de France. Mika Bireth against Coco. He gets past the Danish striker. Can he get a shot off? He does. Incambario, of course, saves that one. And Giantano can use his pace. He's up against Otara. Tel is with him in the middle. Tel gets the ball. Tel against Salisu. Bathio catches Mathys Tel. Tooth back to Mendy. Finding Musa. Musa to Kebal. Kebal turns back to Musa. Musa to Mendy. Sees Tooth, what can Tooth do? And Giantano is making the run in behind. He gets it to Mathis Tell, and that is a wonderful team goal by Paris FC, and we have doubled our lead, and this time it's Tell who scores his 4th goal in the cup so far. Tell to Giantano, and Monaco have they completely felt apart here, and Giantano shoots, it's wide, but Monaco seems to have lost their heads. Tooth to Giantano, and Giantano this time, we of course know he's got pace, he's got skills, he's got almost everything you want from a winger. To Tooth, to Kebal, who shoots. Good save by Meret. Corner kick is head in towards Otavio, and another fantastic save by Meret. If it wasn't for him, Monaco could have easily been down 4-5-0, but he's kept them somewhat in the game. Monaco looking to create some hope towards the end here. Angelo goes inside, finds Otara. Otara just keeps it himself. Back to Tyler Adams, to Angelo. What can the Brazilian winger do? He finds Lamine, who shoots straight, or not straight at Cambadio, but not the most difficult of saves to make for our fantastic shot stopper. Monaco once again. Angelo gets some space to maybe get a shot off. Coco with a crucial block, and we have advanced to the semi-finals of Coupe de France. Maybe Monaco will get a goal before the game ends. It seems like they will. No, Akliuche misses the target, but we are through to the semi-finals after a 2-0 win away at Monaco. So we now have the semi-final of the Coupe de France, and as you can see, we take of course on Stade Rennais. However, PSG and Marseille are in the other semi-final, so I think it's fair to say that we got a favorable draw compared to PSG and Marseille. However, it would be nice to have the home game, of course, but you can't get everything. League A, we are still, or we are in 4th place actually. I expect us to be like 7th, like we always are. So we are in the mix again for Champions League football. However, it changes constantly, but we are here to focus on Coupe de France because that's the aim of this season, to finally win some silverware. But then, if you want to win it, we need to beat Stade Rennais in the semi-final first, and it could be, oh, as we can see, Njanto is completely done, so Simon will play a start as the left winger. But yeah, it could be a Paris final potentially, but let's not speculate to that. Let's just focus on the semi-final against Stade Rennais first. Tooth looking to get a good start on this game with a good ball to Simon. Simon to Tell to Kebal, and who else but Kebal to score for us once again. And we score with the first chance of the game, as we are looking to advance to the final, and we couldn't have hoped for a better start at all. Good interception by Otavio, who finds Kebal to Tell. And once again, we are on the counter-attack. Tell to Simon. Can we get an early 2-0 lead? That would have been fantastic. Simon tries the shot. Dovbyk looking to score here. He passes it to Miranda instead. Straight at Encambadio. Simon using the pace despite coming a little bit old, but it's good play here. Mathis Tell looking to double our lead, and he do so. And Paris FC are leading 2-0 after just 25 minutes away from home in the semi-final of Coupe de France. Artem Dovbyk to Rivas, good block or good stop there by Otavio. Atta joining the attack. He finds the space behind the midfield of Stade Rennais. He goes himself. Atta, he still keeps it. He tries the shot. That was the wrong decision. And Stade Rennais now on a little bit of a dangerous attack. Brekalo, can he go himself? But Coco with a magnificent tackle. Miranda to Rivas, then Cambadio with a world-class stop again. Tooth cuts inside, he tries it himself. Tooth, easy save for Junior to make. Kebal to Atta, Atta with the cross towards Tooth. Tooth can't get a proper connect with the ball. Mendy to Sengui, Sengui joining the attack here. It seems like Tell finds our left back. Sengui looks to find Kebal, however he was offside. Dovbyk to Ludwig Blas, I do believe that was. However, another save by Cambadio. Musa with a fantastic ball to Moses Simon. Now we have the advantage to make it 3-0. Tooth to Tell with a poor pass to Kebal, so we need to calm things a little bit down. Musa to Atta, Atta shoots, it's blocked. We still keep the pressure on Tell. Mathis Tell shoots and scores. It's another shot with his weaker foot. We lead 3-0, and we are on the way to the Coupe de France final once again. Tooth with the through ball to Simon. Simon cuts inside, he tries the shot. Jacke blocks it with his head actually. Blas trying to create something for Stade Rennais to at least get a little bit of hope. The cross towards Kamara, Atta heads it out. Rivas with a good pass to Blas, can he score? For Stade Rennais he can't. Otavio with another brilliant tackle, and that is game over. We are in another Coupe de France final, and our opponents in the final is going to be PSG. So a Paris derby in the Coupe de France final. One last game of season number 4 here at Paris FC, and it's the Coupe de France final against PSG, as we of course knocked out Stade Rennais 3-0 in the semifinals, while PSG won against Marseille. So a huge final at Parc des Princes. It will be difficult, but it's moments like this we will fight for. We want to be the best team in Paris, but our cup final against PSG is not what I wanted, but it is what's in front of us, and we can definitely beat them. We have beaten them multiple times already, so we just need to play our game, and hopefully we can score some good goals. League A was won by PSG, so they are on the hunt for the double. We finished 4th, so we are once again qualifying for Champions League, which is fantastic. Second time in a row now we finish inside the top 4. The Champions League is between Bayern and PSG, so they need to focus on that as well, which could be an advantage for us in order to win the Coupe de France. Our strongest 11 is all fit and available, and our team is definitely good enough to beat PSG today. It will not be easy, but we have the players to do so. Musa with an early good ball to Kebal, the combination we've seen so many times in this save so far, and it's fantastic to see that it works on against the biggest opponents in the biggest games as well. As Musa, oh, he's offside. That would have been 1-0 if he were onside. Was it a clear one, or was it just a little... it's a pretty clear offside. PSG on the attack now, though, with a cross towards Moore, but Musa calmly heads it back to Nkambadio. But we give the ball away stupidly. Another cross by Doe, and this time it's Coco who just calmly heads it back. Mendy to Tooth. Tooth finds Tell in the middle, finds Atta, back to Musa, who runs with it down the right hand side. Musa just keeps it well to Kebal, to Mendy. We are looking for an opener here. Tooth just back to Mendy, no need to rush the attack. We can just look and wait for the opener. Kebal, Musa makes the run, he gets the ball this time around. Everyone is onside, and Musa finds Tell, and we have taken the lead in Coupe de France final. And as things stands, we will lift the trophy as Tell scores his 7th goal of the Coupe de France campaign so far. It's another beautiful team goal by Paris FC, and Musa, Kebal and Tell all combining well down the right hand side. What a goal! Ousmane Dembele to Coco, thankfully gets it away. Dowie looking for another cross to Neves, who wins it and he shoots, and that is not good enough from Atta, as Joao Neves absolutely destroys him in the duel and smashes it in. It's an equalizer for PSG. And Giantano making the run behind Hakimi. It's a good pass by Tooth. Can we score from this attack? And Giantano goes back. He tries to go himself. Dowie with the cross. 2 more, but Mendy can calmly head it away. And it's like the 3rd time we just headed it back to the goalkeeper in this game already. Sangui using his pace to just run with it. He creates space. And Jatu cuts inside. Good tackle by Hakimi. Atta to Coco. Coco to Tooth. The PSG defenders are messing a little bit up there. To Atta, and Chevalier with a wonderful save. Can we keep the pressure on? And Jantu, he has the ball, finds Mendy to Musa, who tries to go himself. He creates space for others. Tooth this time around, and we have scored in the 74th minute to send us in the lead. It's summer signing Tooth. And what a signing it can turn to be if he is the player that will score us the winner. PSG have maybe one last attack in them. It's Joao Neves with the long ball to Lee Kang-in, but he fails to control it. And that's brilliant by Musa. And now let's just waste time. Let's just get it away as far as possible. And Paris FC are the champions of Coupe de France. We win our first piece of silverware while also beating PSG in the big final. And what a moment this is for the club to beat the main rivals in the Coupe de France final. 2 seasons ago we lost to Monaco in the final. This time we beat PSG to lift the first silverware of this career mode, and hopefully it's the start of a good couple of years. Next up, we want to win the league title. Can we fight for that next season? I'm not sure, but I think we definitely will be up there. But let's just enjoy this moment as we are the champions of Coupe de France. And what a season it has been for us, finishing top 4 while also winning the Coupe de France. Unfortunately, PSG, of course, won the Ligue A, but we took them and beat them ourselves in Coupe de France. So our first trophy of the save is a Coupe de France trophy against PSG. The Champions League, did PSG win it? And thankfully they get absolutely destroyed by Bayern in the final. So what could be a treble season for PSG ended with just a single trophy in the Ligue A. So that's just fantastic for us. We win a trophy. PSG failed to win the Champions League and the Coupe de France. But what about our Champions League journey? How did that go? We finished 11th in the league, of course. Then we won against Fenerbahce in the playoff. Then in the round of 16, we lost 6-4 to Borussia Dortmund. And we have seen good growth from the team this season. Musa now up to 84. What a player he is for us. Our defense looking very solid, especially with Encombadeo as the goalkeeper as well. Otavio now up to 81. Still just 27 years old, so he's got a definitely more potential in him. Sangui 81 rated as well. Mendy has gone up to 82, who is now reaching his prime. Atta just 26 years old and 88 rated. He is just phenomenal. Tooth has also had a very good season. And Jantu, I hope he has had a breakthrough season in terms of goals and assists, as he's now the main left winger of the team. Kebal 83 rated, 30 years old. He's definitely had another cracking season. And Tell has of course reached 90 rating, while the bench is also looking pretty decent in terms of options. Lopez now up to 81 rated, which is good to see that we have some good depth on the bench as well. Sangui scored 3 goals, got 5 assists from the left back, and Bao scored 2 goals from centre back in limited game time. Coco got an assist. Otavio didn't play that much. He's maybe had an injury. It's potentially why he hasn't gone up any ratings as well, because I don't think he's reached his potential. No, he hasn't. So he's definitely had an injury, which is not ideal. Musa 5 goals, 4 assists as he's gone up 3 ratings. Good to see that Kudu got used a little bit as well. Mendy 2 goals, 4 assists, and it's nice to see that he didn't have an injury hampered season like he had in his debut campaign at our club. 8 goals, 6 assists from Alex Tooth in his first season. Lopez 2 goals, 3 assists, 11 and 14 from Arthur Atta. Njantu had 7 goals, 3 assists, so yeah, kind of a breakthrough season. He's still just 21 years, of course, so that is more than good enough for, especially with him just being that young. 5 and 2 from Moses Simon. 21 goals, 8 assists from Kebal, 6 from Gebels, and 20 goals and 7 assists from Matis Tell, who is the first 90 plus rated player of this save. But that is it for the season number 4 here at Paris FC. It's good that we finally won our first piece of silverware. But I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, please leave a like and subscribe, and I will talk to you guys next time.